1 year ago, 8 people were killed in the Atlanta spa shootings. We sat down with a few Cox employees for an honest discussion on the recent rise in discrimination against the Asian American Pacific Islander community.
For me, my initial reaction, before I found out about more details, is, oh no, not again. I was angry first, and at the same time, I was sad. And then I asked myself, why? Why did that happen?
What about you, ladies?
I cried. The first thing I did was call a couple of my coworkers, my friends, my leaders that lived in Atlanta. Because I didn't know where this was in Atlanta. I was hoping it wasn't them or any of their family members. So I kind of did that checkup. But then I cried with some of them because it's, as Ben said, it's, again, really.
For me, I think both Ben and Tamar just hit the nail on the head. Like, it was just, you were just heartened and you had the sense of why and like, not again, and how does this keep happening?
I'd love to hear a little bit about how Cox showed up for you, maybe your colleagues, like what was the response from colleagues around that time?
The one thing that I did like is that the diversity team put together some Actions Speaks sessions. And those were just phenomenal to just sit and be a part of and just sit and talk. And you hear fear across the country. And I hate to say that we all shared in that. And that's not something I'm proud to say that we shared in fear. But it was great to see that we were helping each other, even with just that talking.
What does allyship mean to you? Like, what is the importance of allyship? And then in that same breath, could you maybe share a little bit of like how, just as a community, we could better show up for a broader community, better show up for AAPI?
Allyship is just being open to understanding that my background is going to be different from yours and accepting that. And, as I sit in meetings and I might be a little bit silent, like, pull me along a little bit, sometimes like bring me along with you, help open up the conversation so that I could be a part of it. Or if I'm like, this conversation's a little too deep, understand that I need to sit back and be silent for a moment,
It's not, that I'm trying to force something, for you to do what I do. What we are asking, is for you to understand, other people to understand, our why, and I think it's also good, to understand, to be an ally, that you need to understand, that there are things that you may not experience in life because of who you are. But if we want to be better, we have to start somewhere. And I think we have to start, with ourselves.